Onward, hi Thumos, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you something so cool. So cool, so stay tuned with me, alright? Give me a minute. And it's gonna like be so cool. Alright? Look at this picture, by the way. Probably the best drawing I've ever done. This is Odysseus and his men trying to go and see this beautiful little mermaid, Sheila. This little beautiful harpy, as they would call it in the book, from the Odyssey. No one had ever lived to see or hear these ladies, because what would happen is they would be in the ship and they would be rowing. They would be rowing, and the song was so alluring that the men would be pulled to row towards this giant cliff that the harpies were on, and they would all crash onto the cliff and they would die. So it was one of those things that was supposedly the most beautiful sound in the entire world, but no one had ever lived to really tell about it. It was a myth. Until this bad boy, Odysseus, stepped up and he took the initiative. See the sirens? What a perfect little interruption for this video, since we're talking about the sirens, but I'm going to keep rolling this video. So anyway, this is the same sort of tactic that we need to take in our life when we are trying to overcome bad habits or even build new habits. And why is that? Well, guess what? For many of our life, we've been told that people that are trying to stop smoking, people that are trying to lose weight, people that are trying not to watch any of the porn, are just people that need to have more discipline and use willpower. And you hear that all the time on YouTube in different forms. Everyone's just telling, have more willpower, man, have more discipline. Stop being a puss boy. Right? And that's not the case. It's been proven that that is not the case. You don't need more discipline. Okay? If you look at people that are successful and are like very disciplined, it's not that they had all of this willpower and just had massive discipline in their life. The key is that they didn't need to use self-control, that they didn't need to use discipline. They put themselves in an environment that was disciplined. They put themselves into an environment that didn't have distractions, that didn't have the need to always be using your willpower and trying not to do stuff and having all this self-control, right? They didn't require self-control. Now, if you can understand the very simple principle that the environment is what makes you. You are a product of your environment. And so you've got to look around at your environment, and you have to see ways that you're setting yourself up to fail. How your environment is a negative one. How your environment is actually making you fail. Now, just like Odysseus said, hey, I know that if I want to hear this girl sing, I'm going to crash upon the rocks. So what he did was tie himself to this mast. And he told his men rowing the boat, he said, put beeswax in your ears, boys. He said, put beeswax inside of your ears so that you can't hear the song. And continue to row. Continue to row slowly. And keep the course. So he tied himself here, and he was the only man to be able to listen to this beautiful siren sing and get to see the beauty. What he did was tie himself. And the same thing was, we have to tie ourselves to a better environment, because the sirens are always out there. The traps, the pitfalls, the pleasure, the dopamine is always out there. Everything's grabbing for your attention. Sirens are everywhere. So if our environment has the sirens in it, then guess what? We're going to be crashing back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Odysseus did something else. He said, no, I'm going to tie myself here, and I'm going to look from afar. I can hear from here while I have my men, my faculties, keeping the course. Guys, same thing with us. We can't be our environment. If you have Oreos, which is why or junk food. I never buy junk food in my house. You look at my cupboards, no junk food. I know for a fact that my willpower is limited and I have a tendency to binge. And I'll eat everything in the cupboard. If there's any ounce of delicious food, I'm eating it, okay? Even when it comes to like not that healthy food or even really healthy food, I still love to eat, but it takes more work. I've got to cook it. I've got to put it together. I've got to maybe season it up. It's more filling. So look, if you want to break a habit, then look at the environment that your habit has made a home in. Look at the environment and the tools that you're using. Look at this tool. If this tool has become environment for you to play games in, to check email and to work on, and do social media, imagine the confusion that you're causing yourself. You think you're going to be better than this thing? You think you're going to be able to, if you got all of these different apps on here and this brilliant color just pumping into your eyes, you think you can actually overcome this by just your mental willpower? Maybe for a little, but it's always there. And so maybe you have to change the tool. You got to change the environment. Man, we could go all day. I'm going to make a separate video just for the phone. But look, let's finish this series off with building the good habits. If we want to build good habits, what did we do yesterday? We started habit stacking. You take a habit that's already existing, and then that's the trigger for you to do your new habit. Now, in this video, let's just start making our environment shifting from negative with a lot of easily accessible dopamine hits, negative habits, and let's start making it easy for us to do the good ones. If you need to work, if you need to study, set up a study room, sharpen the pencils, make it a place where you bring no electronics other than the essentials, and you have it clean, and you have it peaceful, quiet, zero distractions, and you make it easy and comfortable for you to sit down and do the studies. All right? And that room is just for studying. If you're trying to work out, well then make yourself a little clean area, put a yoga mat down, get a couple dumbbells, maybe a pull-up bar, and that's where you go every day, especially if you're during the quarantine. And you do that, and you're working out at home. It's just a place to do it. You're not randomly working out in the kitchen or over here. You're just doing it. You're making the environment work with you. Okay? If you want to start cooking for yourself, we'll start bringing in healthy food to the house. Eliminate all of the junk. That's all you have to do. There's no more trying to research this and that. Just eliminate the junk, bring in the good food. If you're trying to go to the gym, well, get your clothes out. Make it easy on your mind. The more roadblocks that you put in for your brain to have to try to get through, the harder it's going to be. You want to make it uber simple, like stupid simple for you to get to where you want to be. And you just start doing the new habits. If you look at my living room right now, books everywhere. Why? Because I'm doing 25 pages a day in April, like you guys are. That's the Monk Mode Challenge. So what do I do? I make it easy for myself. I keep a book in here. I don't keep the electronics in here. And I know I'm going to read my 25 pages after meditation. So boom, now I have the book right in front of me. It's that much easier for me to pick up. You have to start to notice your new habit by putting it in the environment and by making the environment free from distractions and making it very easy on your mind, or you will get distracted. It's really that simple. All right, so keep it really simple and just, again, make your environment something that is going to make you successful. Look at how your environment is making you fail. Because a negative environment will take you down quick. You become like that. So clean it up. Get it clean. Get it bright. Move. If you're in deep, in a dark place, sometimes the best thing to do is just make a move, change the environment completely, get some more lighting, get some different scenery, and that can really just spark a new inspiration in your life. That's really what it's about. We have to be understanding of this, because as humans, look at different cultures. Like if I was in an Aborigine in Australia, well, I'd be eating kangaroo meat. That would be the normal. But then if you take that Aborigine and you put them in America, dude, there's not a kangaroo around. You're not going to be eating kangaroo meat. You know what I mean? Like we grow up, our culture forms around the environment, the things that we do, the terrain, the environment, everything that's in it, that's all because of the environment. We are a product of our environment. Get the environment right and watch yourself start to succeed. Stop looking at for all the different various mental tips and look outside. It is the exterior. The exterior sometimes affects the interior. Okay, so if you can change that and you can make it ordered and you can start to plug in what you want to do in the environment, make it easy for yourself. Make it super simple. All right? That's it, man. Be like Odysseus. Be be wise. Use this shrewdness to your advantage. All right? I'll see you guys soon. Peace.